Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for October 2021. So Saturday, October 30th, we have Mars, the god of war, the warrior himself, ruling over energy, drive, passion, desires, even anger, stepping out of the Libran energy, the battlefield of the intellect, to take his throne and stand in his power in Scorpio. So Mars moving into Scorpio is going to be a very intense time. He is very driven. He is very focused on getting what it is that he wants. Desires have been high, but of course, Mars's time in Libra, we haven't been able to take very much action because we had to think about every single possible outcome. Mars's time in Libra was about seeing both sides of the coin, seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly, sitting on the fence of indecision, really sorting out the pros and cons of every single thing that we could ever contemplate. Mars, of course, his whole purpose is to take physical action in our realms, to make things happen. And he was a little bit stunted in being his aggressive self while in Libra, because of course, Libra needs to think about everything and then still remains indecisive on the fence about what the right thing is to actually do. Like we've been exploring, anytime we move out of Libran energy where the divide is very real, again, Libran energy, the whole point is to find balance, but we do that through seeing the extremes. In Scorpio energy, we remove that line in the sand. We take a look at where it is that, yes, the extremes are alive and well, but should not be divided. They should be unified. Why? Because unification is 100% complete power. This means that Mars is going to lend us his energy for his time in Scorpio up until December 13th. This means that we're going to have tunnel vision on. Why? Because we have to put our goals in our sights. We have to put the blinders on. We have to focus on what it is that we want. We have to pursue. We have to assert ourselves to get what it is that we absolutely know in our hearts is our calling, is our purpose. We know what we want. We know what we need. We know what we desire. And now we have to go after it. So we're very strong-minded. We're very strong in our physical presence, in our emotional presence, in our mental plane. We take bold, intense moves forward in order to pursue what it is that has now been reignited within our heart space. So what do we desire? We desire emotional connection. We desire a deep understanding of our mental and emotional depths. We are looking for a deeper meaning, a deeper truth, a deeper purpose for all of this because Scorpio energy, of course, illuminates where life isn't fair. But we have to come up with some kind of understanding of why life isn't fair. And the answer to that is because it builds character. It shows us how strong we actually are. There is no lesson learned in light, fluffy energy where unconditional love and nothing ever goes wrong. We learn about ourselves through pain, through suffering, through tough love life situations. But we have to have an understanding of it all in order to make peace with it inside of our heart space. So Mars is fascinated with taking action, making things happen, aggressing himself through the path of his desires. When Scorpio energy is considered, we are fascinated with the inner workings of our mind, of other people's mind, and the darkness that lies beneath each and every single one of us. Scorpio energy, of course, is shadow work. And there is no one better to do the shadow work for us and help us along with this process than the warrior himself, Mars. This means that we are driven to get to the bottom of things, to understand the inner workings of our heart space, of our mind, and of other people. This is pushing us to create an understanding, a connection of the deeper meanings of why things happen the way that they do. Why? Because that is the only way that we can transform it. That is the only way that we can see a major change. We have to look it dead in the face, as ugly as it may be. We have to learn to love it, accept it, integrate it in order to move forward. So the fun thing here is that Mars, being, the masculine divine energy, he is standing in his power, in his aggressiveness, in his passion, and in his anger, if that is the energy that is needed in order to push through the obstacles and the challenges that we're currently facing. We also need to understand that the Scorpio energy means that we're kind of attracted to the taboo things in life. We're kind of attracted to the exciting extremes of life. The gray area is not going to do it for us. And we have to understand that we have to push through the pain, the suffering, the shadow work, the damage, the disappointments, the pain, the trauma, in order to define our own personal power. And Mars, the god of war, is going to do everything in his power in order to illuminate our strength, our power, our aggression, our passion, and our desires. So with Scorpio season being alive and well, with all of the planets except for 2 of them now being in a direct position, being in the season where great transformation is going to take place, Mars is going to be the fuel to the fire, the aggressor, the god of war in each and every single one of us to stand our ground, to not back down, and to do whatever it is that needs to be done in order to get from where it is that we're currently at to where it is that we desire to be.